Have you ever been in one of those business meetings where every department seems to be fighting a different fire? You know the ones where everyone is pointing fingers at each other? It's total chaos. Well, today we're diving into a powerful tool that can turn all that chaos into clarity. It's called Sales and Operations Planning, or S&OP for short.
To really get why this is so important, let's imagine we're a fly on the wall at a monthly planning meeting. We'll call the company Southwest Manufacturing. And let me tell you, the mood in this room is tense. Everyone's complaining to the president, and it's a scene that's probably way too familiar for a lot of you out there.
First up, you've got the marketing team, and they're just completely frustrated. They've launched these fantastic campaigns, customers are excited, demand is through the roof, but the shelves are empty. Their question is simple, and it's a powerful one. How can we possibly sell what we don't have? All they see are missed opportunities and really unhappy customers.
But then, just as quickly, the supply chain executive fires right back. From their point of view, the problem isn't a lack of effort, it's a lack of predictability. They're pointing at marketing's forecast, the very document they use to plan everything, and saying it was off by a whopping 30%. They feel like they've got whiplash from this sudden surge in demand that nobody ever told them to prepare for.
And finally, the plant manager chimes in, bringing everyone back down to the reality on the ground. They're basically saying, look, we're not magicians here. You can't just turn production lines on and off like a light switch. To be efficient, their schedules are locked in weeks in advance. These sudden changes just create chaos, waste, and a ton of stress for the whole production team. So what we're witnessing here isn't just a simple communication problem. Nope, it's a symptom of a much deeper, more fundamental business challenge. Right at the heart of all this conflict is a really high-stakes balancing act that pretty much every company on the planet has to face. That's right, the entire fight, all the finger-pointing, it all comes down to balancing what you can make with what your customers actually want to buy. I mean, getting this right is the secret sauce to a healthy, profitable business. But getting it wrong, oh, that gets very, very expensive and fast. And this is what's so interesting. You lose money on both sides of this equation. It's a real tightrope walk. If your supply is greater than your demand, you are literally burning cash on inventory that's just sitting there. But if your supply is less than demand, which is exactly the problem at Southwest Manufacturing, you're talking lost sales and ticked-off customers. It is a classic lose-lose situation. So with problems coming from all sides, what's the president supposed to do? Just tell the factory to crank up production by 30% and hope for the best? That's not a plan. That's just gambling. This whole cycle of reacting and blaming, it's exhausting, and it's super inefficient. There has to be a better way, right? So is it actually possible to get marketing, supply chain, and operations out of their separate corners and get them working like a single coordinated team? Can you really, truly end the blame game and start planning for success together? Well, the answer is a definitive yes. And it's called Sales and Operations Planning. Look, it's not just another meeting to cram into the calendar. It's a formal process designed to get everyone on the exact same page. The whole goal is to consistently give customers better service, carry less inventory, respond faster to the market, and create a stable, efficient production environment. It is the structured, logical answer to the chaos we saw earlier. Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? S&OP isn't some kind of magic wand you just wave around. It's a disciplined monthly cycle of reviews and decisions that aligns the entire organization around a single, achievable plan. Let's break down what that looks like. The process has this nice monthly rhythm, and it usually unfolds in 5 key steps. First, you have the demand review, where sales and marketing figure out what they could sell if they had unlimited product. Next comes the supply review, where operations looks at that and determines what they can realistically produce. Then, a financial review projects the dollars and cents. But here's the most important part, the reconciliation step. This is where you find the gaps and brainstorm solutions. Finally, it all goes to an executive review where leadership makes the final call and signs off on one unified plan for the whole company. Now, a chart like this can look a little complex at first, but it shows something incredibly powerful and simple. It shows you exactly where S&OP fits in the grand scheme of things. It's the critical bridge in that medium-range planning. It takes the big picture, long-term business plan and translates it into something concrete that manufacturing and logistics can actually execute day to day. In other words, it connects the boardroom strategy directly to the factory floor. Now, let's be real. Putting a structured process like S&OP in place, It takes commitment. It takes discipline. It is not easy. So you have to ask yourself, is all that effort really worth it? Does it actually fix the problems we saw at the beginning?
Oh, you better believe it is. The payoff is huge. When you get everyone aligned, you see these real, tangible results across the entire business. You reduce inventory because you stop overproducing. You increase sales because the product is actually there when customers want it, solving marketing's big problem. You get better teamwork, better service, lower costs, and, this is a big one, you get better forecast accuracy, which makes the supply chain team very happy. And it creates that stable, predictable world where the plant manager can really succeed.
So the real takeaway here is this. S&OP is way more than just a process. It's a fundamental shift in mindset. It's about going from being reactive and constantly putting out fires to being proactive and actually taking control of your business. So I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own organization. Are you truly planning for success, or are you just stuck reacting to chaos? The answer could change everything. Thanks for watching.